Isekai, the one genre where getting hit by a truck could suddenly make you the most overpowered being in another world. From slaying demons with a single skill to cooking meals that can topple kingdoms, these stories never fail to keep us hooked. And now, we've got a whole new wave of Isekai anime on the horizon. Some returning legends, some fresh faces ready to break the game. So buckle up, because today we're diving into the top 10 new upcoming Isekai anime with OP MCs that you absolutely don't want to miss. Let's jump right in. Kicking things off at number 10 is reincarnated as the daughter of the legendary hero and the Queen of Spirits. Ellen isn't just any Isekai protagonist. She's the half-spirit daughter of Rovel, the hero who saved the kingdom, and Origin, the queen of all spirits. With the power to command the elements like childhood friends and the smarts from her past life in modern Japan, she's as dangerous as she is adorable. From mischievous forest spirits to nobles quickly regretting their arrogance, this is where wholesome family moments meet world-shaking magic. Set to premiere in October 2025, it's a reincarnation tale packed with charm, chaos, and power. Sliding into number 9 is Otherworldly Munchkin. Let's speedrun the dungeon with only 1 HP. Picture this, you're thrown into a deadly dungeon with just 1 hit point. Most would call it game over, but Yukito Kirihara flips the script. When an ogre targets his sister Sana, he sacrifices himself to protect her, only to be reincarnated with a single mission: find her and keep her safe. The twist? He's still stuck with just 1 HP. Using razor-sharp tactics, broken meta-combos, and pure determination, Yukito turns every floor of the dungeon into a speedrun spectacle. Clever, tense, and unexpectedly hilarious. This one's set to drop in October 2025. At number 8, it's Disney Twisted Wonderland. I know what you're thinking. Disney as an anime? But trust me, this isn't your classic fairy tale. Imagine getting dragged into a mysterious academy where each dorm is inspired by Disney villains, from the Queen of Hearts' chaotic madness to Scar's ruthless swagger. Our MC might look harmless at first, but in this world, survival isn't about brute strength. It's about scheming, making clever alliances, and outsmarting opponents in magical duels where the villains aren't just extras, they're the stars of the show. It's like if Hogwarts teamed up with Disney's most mischief and terrifying villains. And the best part? You don't have to wait long. This premieres on October 29th, 2025, exclusively on Disney+. Coming in at number 7, it's Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill Season 2. Mukuda and his fluffy Fenrir are back, and their cooking is absolutely legendary. Imagine meals that can sway politics, incense that tames raging monsters, and pastries so insanely good even gods are reaching for seconds. It's cozy, it's hilarious, and every dish feels like its own little magic spell. The first season was just the appetizer. Season 2, premiering October 2025, is the full-course feast you didn't know you were craving. At number 6 is Suzai Saishuka no Isekai Ryokuki. Takeru Kamishiro was an ordinary middle-aged salaryman, until a god chose to reincarnate him into a fantasy world as a handsome young man in his prime. His unique gift? An overpowered ability to gather rare and extraordinary ingredients from across the land. From herbs that can heal gods, to spices that brew miracles, Takeru travels the kingdoms collecting, selling, and searching for more. It's a cozy adventure with a hint of danger, because in a world where one potion can change everything, someone's always watching. This flavorful journey arrives in October 2025. By the way, if you're digging the list so far, hit that like button and subscribe to Anime Senpai for more awesome anime content. And let me know in the comments which anime you're most hyped for. Alright, back to the action. Hitting the number 5 is My Status as an Assassin obviously exceeds the heroes. Akira Oda and his high school classmates are suddenly summoned to another world and each granted cheat abilities. While the others get flashy powers, Akira ends up as a seemingly average assassin. But appearances deceive. His stats soon surpass even the so-called hero, the strongest class of all. When Akira grows suspicious of the king who summoned them, he's falsely accused of a crime and forced to flee. Now, armed with unmatched stealth, deadly precision, and the cunning of someone who's been burned, he moves through the shadows plotting revenge. Think the rising of the shield hero's underdog grit meets Akame ga Kill's ruthless edge. Our assassin arrives on October 2025. Mark your calendar. At number 4 is the exiled, reincarnated Heavy Knight is unrivaled in game knowledge. In this world, every 15-year-old receives a divine blessing that determines their path. Elimus, born from a line of master swordsmen, was expected to inherit his father's title, until he pulled the defective Heavy Knight class. Labeled cowardly and useless, he's stripped of his status and exiled. But Elimus remembers something no one else does. This world is the exact same as the game he once mastered. With full tank durability, perfect boss strategies, and every hidden trick in the book, the useless Heavy Knight becomes the most powerful force alive. Now, he's rewriting the rules, crushing enemies who underestimate him, and plotting to conquer the world one calculated step at a time. This strategic powerhouse is set to debut in 2026. Coming in at number 3 is A Wild Last Boss Appears. Imagine waking up not as the hero, but as the final boss. Lufus Mafal, the black-winged tyrant, great conqueror, and feared leader of the 12 heavenly stars. In the year 2800, a man finds himself trapped in her body, 200 years after her legendary defeat in the MMO X-Gate Online. But this isn't a game, it's real. With kingdoms still haunted by her name, Lufus sets out to uncover the truth, reclaim allies, and face the monsters unleashed in her absence. Think Log Horizon's tactical world-building meets the misfit of Demon King Academy's unstoppable charisma. Except here, the villain might just be the one to save the world. Debuts in October 2025. At the second spot, Tensura Movie 2, Tears of the Blue Sea. Rimuru Tempest trades land for the open ocean, where colossal sea beasts lurk below and ancient merfolk kingdoms hide secrets of their own. The seas are as perilous as they are beautiful, testing Rimuru's diplomacy and overwhelming magic in ways he's never faced before. Expect mysteries, alliances, and epic battles at sea. Delivered by Studio 8-Bit and overseen by Fuse himself. Set to release on February 27, 2026, Tears of the Azure Sea promises an epic voyage that could reshape Rimuru's world forever. And taking the throne at number 1 is The Eminence in Shadow, Lost Echoes. Sid Kaganu isn't the hero, he's the mastermind who thrives in the shadows, pretending it's all just a game while secretly taking down the cult of Diablos and reshaping kingdoms from behind the curtain. Every fantasy he imagines becomes reality, leaving enemies crushed by his meticulous schemes and overpowered skills. This movie picks up right after Season 2, following Sid's return to his previous world, and promises even higher stakes as shadows from his past continue to haunt him. Expect betrayals, covert battles, and strategies so sharp they blur the line between trickery and unstoppable power. Lost Echoes has been announced, with fans hoping for an October 2025 release. And if the teasers are anything to go by, this might just be Shadow's most dangerous game yet. And that's a wrap. If you're still here, you're a true fan. YouTube thinks you'll love this next video right here. Click it and keep the anime hype alive.